All right, now I am live, I believe. So I number one, I was live for like 10 minutes and I don't think my mic was working or I was using the wrong mic. So if there's anyone that's watching this, please comment down below and let me know that you can hear me. You should be good now, I believe. And that's what's great about live streams is that happens to me all the time. Like I recorded a similar video like 30 minutes a couple days ago, and one of the recordings was messed up or I lost a file on something, and I was like, oh, well, I just wasted 30 minutes of my time. And when you do a live stream, it's like wasting your time, but everyone can watch you. So it's kind of funny. Um, what's up, everybody? This is Kyle. I'm doing a live stream right now. Number one, I'm testing out a new live stream software that allows me to um, do live stream videos and record and kind of camera switches a little bit better, similar to StreamYard, but different. I will have another interview with another solar professional that I'm recording later today. And hopefully there's going to be a lot more in the future. But this video, I wanted to do something I haven't done in a long time, which is review Facebook solar ads. And so I have the Facebook ad library up. We're going to look at solar ads, and I'm going to give you guys feedback. If anyone wanted to jump on this stream and give their own feedback and provide maybe a sales perspective or just even a different marketing person, like if anyone wants to do that and have some fun and look at these Facebook ads that are currently running, please let me know in the comments and we can get you on the live stream, and we'll just take it from there. So let me go ahead and share my screen, which is going to have the Facebook ads library on it. Perfect. So if you see here, this is what the Facebook ads library looks like. So if you are running Facebook ads on yourself or on your own for your company or your business, Facebook, the ad library is a very cool thing, very cool tool that you can use to research and find other ads that competitors or other companies in the industry or uh, companies that are in different states and different markets, what they might be using on their ads. And it's a very, very powerful tool. It's not something that you should just do and like copy and paste what they're doing, but it's a good idea to make sure that we're keeping our eyes out for any approaches that might be unique or different, and then at the same time just keeping a tally of what everyone else is doing, because if their ad is way better than ours or if our offer is exact same as theirs, it's going to limit the results that we're able to get. So let's see here. What I'm just going to do is I'm just going to go to the word. I'm going to search all ads and I'm going to go to the word solar. So I'm going to type in solar. All right. And then what we see here is we see the page name is called the Solar Negotiators. That's the first ad, but you can see there's a lot, a lot of different ads. And I'm pretty sure we can probably keep scrolling for a very, very long time. And these are all the ones that have been launched in December. So if I look here and I'm saying that I'm just going to go through real quick and give you guys some feedback about what the types of ads, what I like, what I don't like, and what they are doing that can be improved upon. Sorry, I heard my son yelling outside my door. So if you hear my son, I apologize. So this first page is called the Solar Negotiators. Um, I don't know if the Solar Negotiators are an actual like solar company, as far as like if is that their business name or if they're just using it as a community page. What I do like about them is that they've kind of created this. They're using a community page to filter or funnel and attract potential customers and clients, but they've made it a little bit more legitimate than most. It isn't obvious that it's just a community page or a Facebook page that doesn't have an actual business behind it. And then when you go to their website and click on the ad, it's a nice looking website. It's not going to cause any red flags to the customers. It looks professional, and it's a company that you can have some trust in. At least that's what you feel. And that's a big thing with landing pages and with ads and with marketing in general. One of the biggest things that you can remember is our goal isn't necessarily we don't have to necessarily wow people, but our goal is to not like cause any red flags, not have little things that are going to make them regret moving forward or making them say like, I'm not sure about this, pressing the back button. So we want them to be secure and have trust and be confident that they are doing the right thing by moving through this process. So having a nice, clean looking landing page that looks professional and modern is very, very important. If you have a website that looks like it's made by someone who doesn't know how to make websites, then the person's going to start to question, like, oh, I don't know if I trust these people, because if they can't make a website, are they really going to be able to help me to save money? So I like that they have a nice website. Their ad copy is super short. Don't put off going solar any longer. Save up to $2,400 on the price of your system through January 15th, 2022. So when I hear when I see an ad like this, I think maybe they're using it for retargeting. Maybe some people that have looked into solar and not gone through with the process. And then therefore, if they're thinking about it, they're putting it off, and that this ad would be speaking directly to them. So I would assume that this ad is kind of more specific to retargeting and people that are at least already in the process of learning about solar. I like that they have the sense of urgency, January 15th, 2022. Any of us that are marketing or sales know that that's probably not a real deadline. The fact that they have it there is going to hopefully cause a little bit more urgency. 2,400, save up to $2,400. But then in the headline over here, it says get $2,400 cash back. That's the number that they're throwing out there. I think it's kind of when you do cash back, it's kind of a challenging. A lot of people want to like make it huge and put as much money as possible into the cashback offer. But what we've seen in a lot of our offers, if you are going to go that route, $500, 1,000, 1,500, 2,000. I mean, they're all kind of the same. Like no one that sees an ad and says, "Oh, only $500 cash back. I wish it was 2,000." They see $500 cash back. That seems like a good amount of money, and they're excited to take action. It's similar with 2,400, and it's just typically when we give cash back, we want to be careful not to overdo it. We want to make sure that we can grab their interest, and then if we have a little bit more wiggle room on during the sales process, we're able to throw things in if we need to, but we don't want to kind of throw the whole kitchen sink at it when they're looking at a Facebook ad, because then we have no way of providing more flexibility. Overall basic ad, I like that it's solar. They're not hiding the fact that it's a solar ad. Sometimes you see that with other Facebook ads where they talk about energy program and net metering and all that kind of stuff. I think mentioning solar is good for a specific type of audience, and therefore if you have images that highlight solar, once again this ad is designed for people that already know that they're interested in it. Their landing page, once again, it looks great. So the next one, California Power Solutions. They don't have solar in their name, but they do have solar in their ad copy. This ad copy is pretty. We've seen this hundreds of times in the last couple of years. Basically, you can get solar panels for no cost down, and if you meet these requirements, you can save this much on your electric bill. Plus, for a limited time, you're gonna be able to get cash back. Right? Nothing groundbreaking. They're using a bill image, which once again is nothing groundbreaking. Typically, if we're using a SoCal Edison bill, or a bill image that's like saying, look how high these bills are, I would maybe be a little picky and say, I want the ad copy to be like, are you sick of paying these high bills? SoCal Edison customers that are paying over $400 a month can save this much money, like making it kind of seem like the image is speaking to the people. And in this case, the image is more just grabbing the attention of a person. So it's what's getting them to stop scrolling. So because when you think about it, people open their mail, they see their bill. They don't like that bill. That bill causes emotions. And when you see it in your Facebook feed, it kind of feels out of place. It grabs your attention. You stop scrolling, and then you're like, oh, I have a high bill, and you're able to read and see if it applies to you. So these both ads are kind of completely different. This one's targeting people that are already interested or aware of solar at least. And this one is targeting people that are SoCal Edison customers that have a high bill that might be interested in solar. So different audiences, different types of ads, but they're both decent. Like there's not like I would say either one of those is failing miserably. Very, very similar. Same ad, actually, same page. California Power Solutions. They're saying power. A lot of people will say power solutions or energy solutions or energy savings or power savings rather than mentioning solar. They do mention solar at least in their ad copy, which is good. But at the same time, they're not mentioning it in their page name because they don't want to scare people away before they at least read a little bit of the ad copy. Maps like this, SoCal Edison maps, still do work. I think they obviously, none of these things really work as well as they did like a year and a half, 2 years ago. But map images still work. Let's see what other images we can find or ads. Spanish ads in North Carolina as well as Illinois. Oregon. So Oregon's an interesting market, but this ad is saying our new solar network is available to eWeb customers in Eugene, allowing homeowners to go solar for $0 down. Qualified roofs can save up to $1,500 in the first year, cutting their power bill by power cost by 80%. Click here to see if your roof qualifies for solar. Once again, nothing super groundbreaking, very, very basic and similar. Using an image of the map. If you live in that area, you see a map when scrolling, they're using the image to grab your attention. So, one thing that I have talked about before, but maybe not enough, is when you're creating Facebook ads, there's like different metrics that you can see in your ads dashboard. And one of them is clicks, like all clicks, and then there's link clicks. And so with all clicks, that really does a good job of telling us how well an ad is getting people to stop scrolling. So they're scrolling, but they see an ad like this and they say, "Oh, what is this?" And they click on it. That is the click that Facebook is registering. So we can use that to kind of tell us how good our hook is performing. And in these cases, really what we're looking at is the hook is the first sentence of the ad copy, the page name, the image, and the headline down here. So if those aren't grabbing their attention, people aren't going to be stopping scrolling, and it doesn't matter what else as far as the landing page and number of link clicks, because you're going to have a hard time making profitable acquisitions if you're not getting people to stop scrolling. So you'll see that sometimes they use images to do that. Sometimes the headline is very focused where it mentions the cash back or you can't believe the savings. No matter what, we want to always be able to evaluate our hook. And then link clicks is different. So that's when they actually click on this button right here, which says learn more. That counts as a link click, right? So when we look at the link clicks of an ad, that is telling us more of how the overall ad is performing, really how the story is performing in the call to action. So the story is the ad copy, and then saying, click here to see if your roof qualifies for solar, and people click on that link. So if people are clicking on the ad, but not clicking the link itself, that means that we need to improve our story and get better with the actual combination that's telling our story and then telling people what they should do next. Let's see, anything else? Videos. We've been seeing a lot of videos where like this looks like one. I don't really speak Spanish, so I don't want to try to translate. But most of the times I see these videos, it's like, hey, did you know you can save if you have a meter like this on the side of your house, you can qualify for blah 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 blah. And those are a lot of those videos are YouTube ads that people are now moving over to Facebook. I have tested it and I've done similar things. I haven't really found that videos perform as well on Facebook as they do on Google, or sorry, as they do on YouTube. But I've seen quite a bit of those recently, so I'm assuming that a lot of people have had success on it, and maybe they are getting better responses on Facebook than on YouTube. But it's pretty much the same thing. It's your story, but in this case, the story is the video rather than the ad copy. Pergolas. I don't see where that ad even mentions solar. Get rid of your pigeons on solar panels. Not a solar ad. Another meter video, another meter video, another map image. I'm trying to find one that's a little bit different. This one is interesting. True cost solar. Are you paying too much for electricity? If you are, click send message and say yes. So this one isn't intriguing because it's nothing new. It's like, I mean, this image of meters has been around for years. Like your meter used to pay $2.50, now you pay $15. But what is interesting about this is that they are using a Facebook Messenger ad. So they're asking people to send them a message, and maybe they have a Facebook Messenger bot set up. I've tested that. The costs are always usually a little bit higher, and especially if you're using bots, it can be challenging. But it is something that has always kind of been in the game, and it's felt like something that should work eventually, but no one's really found. I haven't found, and no one I really spoke to has kind of told me like, yeah, we're crushing it with Facebook Messenger ads. We're getting leads at $2 a pop. But I mean, it's always important to be different, and maybe you're going to get a different type of audience with that kind of ad. So Facebook Messenger ads, I don't currently run them, but the fact that I see someone doing it is cool. It's intriguing. It's interesting. Ooh, there's ones. So Texas Home Care. Okay, so they have different. I can't tell if this one is a solar ad. So I think these are all I think the goal of all of these is solar, but they're different levels of they're really kind of making solar like the afterthought, where they're saying get the perfect backyard setup with your home plus a 26% discount. So if that 26% discount is talking about the federal tax credit, I really don't like that. I don't like that wording. I don't think that's very smart. Only until the end of the year, enter your information below and a consultant will reach out within 24 hours. And then also, if you're using ads that have solar pergolas in the image, I hope that you can offer solar pergolas, because that's one of the things I've seen and I've heard customers get on the phone. They're like, "Hey, I saw the solar pergola, it looked cool. I want to see how that works." And then majority of reps don't even know how to do that. So then, in addition, over here, new roof installations plus shingle, metal, Spanish tile with solar panels. 26% off. So these ads, the reason that these are interesting is because they're kind of more like e-commerce ads. Like if you have a product to sell, solar's not really sold that way, but there are people that like discounts, and whenever they see anything on sale, they are going to be intrigued enough where they might read your ad copy and possibly learn more. But typically, those bargain hunters are some of the biggest headaches that you might ever get with Facebook ads. Map image, Spanish in Nevada, video, Tesla Powerwall. So we're looking for homeowners interested in testing the latest solar tech. Testing the latest solar tech is just an interesting way of putting it, because obviously you don't say we're looking for homeowners that want to buy the latest solar tech, but testing is just interesting. People still use Tesla Powerwall because it grabs people's attention. People like Tesla. People want to have a Tesla Powerwall, and they don't even know how much it costs or what it even does. They just want it because that's cool and that's part of the brand. So we see that quite often. Nothing groundbreaking or new yet. That's really bumming me out. I haven't done this in a while. I was like, yeah, maybe the Facebook ads have all changed super drastically. But a lot of times what happens is when you do have an ad that's different and that works really, really well, a bunch of people come in and they'll start to copy it. So I assume that is not happening because I haven't seen anything new yet. But images, storm damage, roof damage. So these are roof ads, but I don't know why they came up in my solar search. It's possible that they're doing a roofing ad to get people that want a new roof, and then they'll convert the pitch and try to do a roof solar combo. The ad itself doesn't mention solar, so I'm not sure why it's in the search though. All right, this one right here, I like this. It's kind of a cheesy, like old school ad. Like it's like an image you'd see on a billboard or a bus. And when your solar panel produces too much energy in the sky with its hair fried. The reason I say I like this is because earlier we were talking about like different types of hooks and different things that you can use to grab someone's attention. And like if I saw an image like this in my feed, it's different and it's also funny. It feels kind of out of place, and it would at least get me to stop scrolling enough to see what this ad is about. The ad itself also it's a page called Solar Panel Experts, or solar panels in the image. They're not hiding that this is solar at all, which is nice. Going to be probably higher quality leads, probably going to be more expensive too. But if you're closing a higher percentage, then it's going to make you more money, and that's what's important. And average monthly bill, we will tell you your savings. Use our free solar qualifier and see savings in 60 seconds. So one thing is, if you're saying you want, like, you're going to see your savings in 60 seconds, and then you have them fill out a normal form, and then at the end, someone's going to reach out to you. That's a little misleading, and people will kind of get upset about that. So just make sure that if you have like the advanced forms that do pull in their rates, or even if you send them to a thank you page that like gives them an outline of what they can expect their savings numbers to be, that might be okay. But just know, if you're saying you're going to see your savings in 60 seconds, people are going to want to see their savings in 60 seconds. So you could say you can see if you qualify in as little as 60 seconds. And then at the end, they fill it out and say, oh, you qualify. We're going to get back to you with your savings numbers. And that's not as misleading or disingenuous as saying, see savings in 60 seconds if you can't show that to them. So if you can, that's awesome. Go for it. I'm just saying a lot of times I've seen ads and forms and funnels that say, see your savings in 60 seconds, and then people fill it out and then they don't see their savings. And then they're like, oh, great, someone's going to call me. And it puts them in a bad mood. And they maybe they didn't want to talk to someone on the phone or they weren't expecting it. And it's just a harder intro conversation to have. But I like the ad image. I don't know. I think maybe the word and the solar panel, like the image itself looks like an ad. Like if you had an image like that was just the image, maybe you'd have better results. But it's kind of weird with Facebook is at first all the ads that we used to see, the ones that were successful were ads that didn't really look like ads. And now that Facebook has kind of pulled back the limitations as far as image, like wording in your images, we're seeing more ads that kind of look like those traditional billboard and bus stops, and they seem to be working well enough. So, but I just like this one because it's different. It catches your attention, and that's one of the most important things that we're looking at with these ads is what's going to get someone to stop scrolling. No cost solar and installation, $0 out of pocket. I know we've talked about it before. Everyone loves the words no cost solar. Project Solar, another one that everyone likes. Oh, there's a Scooby one. Oh, it's for Rich Fiola's solar. It's an ad for Solar Pros. It looks like it's a Scooby ad with his van. That's pretty cool. I like that. But let's just scroll a little bit longer, see if there's any more that stand out or that I think have a teachable lesson or something to do with them. Fix It Felix. Yeah, images of maps, they still work. If someone lives in Nashville and they see that image, it catches their attention, and they say, oh, what is this about Nashville? Does it apply to me? They still work. Once again, not as well as they used to, but it still seems to be very popular. Similarly, in addition to maps, you can see images of state signs. There's a lot of people, a lot of companies and marketers that seem to be doing that all over the country. But yeah, I mean, that's it. I really didn't find too much that like blew my mind or made me think was super fresh. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. It just means that the ads that have been working, the types of ads that have been working, still seem to be working, at least as long as you get your audience lined up with it. So remember that. Similar to I was watching a video of Sam Taggart, and he was doing a door-to-door training, and he was talking about like the different pitches that you have and how a different pitch in a saturated market might be different than a pitch in an unsaturated market. And the same goes with Facebook ads and marketing, which is some markets they never want to hear about solar again, and some markets don't really understand solar. So when we're creating Facebook ads, we have to think about our market. Are they going to be turned off if we use the word solar? If we're talking about solar, if they see photos or videos of solar, is that something they want to see? Is that something that they like? Is it something they don't like? Right. And so because different markets and different audiences, our ads are going to be different. So like one of these that's super like power your home 24/7. It has a video of solar panels. It's a Glide Solar company. Like it's 100% this ad is for solar. That is going to attract people that are already open to the idea, but maybe they just never move forward with it. Compared to one that's focused on saving money and cash back and $0 down for 18 months. And the one that's solely based on like not gimmicky, but just incentive based. You have to take action by the end of this year to get $1,000 cash back so that you can save $20 a month on your solar bill. Those are your electric bill. Those ones might hide solar a little bit more because they're targeting people that don't understand solar or are not who don't understand solar, or maybe who have never talked to someone about solar before. Then they don't understand that with solar you can do those things. And so those are different ads, different audiences. And if you're running and you're trying to like really kind of hone in your market, you should probably have both types of ads. Well, easy onboarding. Yeah, I mean, there really isn't a check from the U.S. Treasury. Interesting image because once again, the government, at least with the way the tax credit is right now, the government doesn't write you a check necessarily, but I mean, it can be viewed that way. I'm not a big fan of that. This image right here is interesting because I love when I see ads that have images like this, because the image itself is just a house with solar, like two houses with solar on it. And it's nothing really special. There's nothing about this image that really gets people to stop scrolling. But what that tells me is that if this ad's running and it's having success, then the ad copy and the headline and the other things must be working well enough. And so we see this one quiz will save you thousands of dollars, right? So that's the headline right there. And that headline is a good headline. This one quiz will save you thousands of dollars. If I'm scrolling my Facebook feed and I read that, it has kind of like one of those clickbait article headlines that you see all the time with ads. They just want you to click and then you go to a page and it has like a list of 100 things. And the reason you clicked it is until the very bottom. But because it has that clickbaity headline, it seems to be, I'm assuming the ad is doing well enough that they can leave it running and the image isn't as important. But at the same time, because the image is solar, it's once again 100% clear that this is about solar and seeing if you can save up to $2,347 a year. So I like this one. Nothing groundbreaking or anything, but I mean, I like the ad mainly because I like that headline, because I think that headline is very powerful. This is interesting. What's more, the extra cash in your pocket isn't the only thing you'll save. You'll also enjoy reduced monthly power bills, and you'll also enjoy saving thousands on power bills. So that's kind of, in a way, and then right above it says saving the 2000. In a way, there's like you're saying the same thing like three times in a row, which is you're going to save money on your utility bill. And these two, especially these two check marks, reduce monthly power bills and save thousands on power bills, are basically the same thing, I would assume. And so I don't know if I'd probably figure out a different way. But the reason that this is something I want to talk about initially was it's the same as when you're signing up for a course or you're signing up for something and there's all these bonuses. If their main reason is that they're looking to save money, that's great. But then did you know you also get this, and this? Even if those five things aren't really anything that they care about, like huge, the idea is you're kind of overwhelming them with benefits. You're telling them about all these things that they're going to qualify and get. And when they do that, when they make the switch to solar, they're going to get all those things. And it just seems like it makes the offer and the ad seem like it's a much better deal, even though there's nothing really added that you don't automatically, there's nothing added that provides additional value than just a normal solar system would, but you're kind of like hitting them over the head with all the different value and how good it really is. Immune to rising energy costs. Yeah. Increasing your home's resale value. Once again, those are things that are great. It won't be the primary reason that someone takes action, but they're nice little nuggets that can add the cherry on top of the ice cream. And that's really it. I mean, I didn't see anything super exciting or anything super out of the ordinary. Maps and signs still seem to be working well. People seem to be taking pictures with the meters a lot. I know what company that is. But overall, nothing groundbreaking. Some takeaways. Remember, whatever your hook is, whether it's the image or the headline or the intro, that is what gets people to click on the ad. And so when you're in your Facebook ads dashboard, the total clicks is telling you how good it is at keeping people from stopping and scrolling. When you look at your link clicks, that tells you kind of how good the ad is performing overall, how good the story is, and how good it is at getting people to take action. So if you have a lot of link clicks, it's telling you that the ad is kind of doing what it's supposed to do. And then you can also, at that point, everything looks good on the ad side. You can start to evaluate your survey and landing page a little bit more. When you click on the ad or when you click on any of these call to actions, you want the landing page to pretty much say the exact same message. You don't want to say anything that kind of contradicts what you said before. You don't want to send traffic directly to your homepage. But overall, I mean, it's good. Remember that there's different audiences. You shouldn't just have one type of ad. You should have an ad for people that maybe have clicked on your ads in the past, people that are interested in solar, they don't have solar. And that ad is going to be different than people who might be interested in solar if they can save money. And so two different ads. One is going to be a lot more work. One's going to be and a lot more work and a lot cheaper. The other one's going to be more cost and higher qualified. And that's just important to know that they're different, because a lot of times you see companies that run one type of ad and that's it, and they don't really kind of test the different markets within the market as far as populations and types of homeowners. And yeah, I mean, that's all I have for today. if you liked this video. Thank you, Renzo. Oh, someone tagged somebody. I apologize if there is comments. I don't think I saw many or all of them in my app here. But I'll do this again sometime. And if anyone ever wants to do one of these with me and give your insight from the salesman side or from another marketer's perspective, let me know. And I would love to do one of these with somebody else. So that's it. I hope that this maybe helped some of you, or I hope that I didn't annoy some of you. And I hope you guys all have a great day.